We only have a couple of people who have got themselves a little bit out of synchronization, and will need a bit of chance to catch up. But we seem to have about 5 boats that are running pretty solid, 4 very tight together. They all have a special lane they must stay in at least till the end of the first corner. Now these boats are allowed to change lanes after they complete that whole first corner, but you may notice that they throw up quite a large rooster tail behind them. They are not allowed to pull in to an inner lane if their rooster tail will make the boat behind them wet. So there's quite a space has to be developed between the boats before they can safely or legally change lanes. At the end of the first lap, we have Steve Armstrong leading this race. We have a spin out in corner 1. The other boats were able to see him. Now he's going to be able to restart. Yes, he is. Now here we see a safety problem right in the corner. The yellow flag is up. The boat has moved on. The yellow flag is down. I mentioned a few minutes ago the fact that the word air was written on the bottom of a boat to let the safety crew know that the boat had air. A requirement of the American-Canadian Hydroplane Association, which is the organization that looks after these boats right now. A requirement of that organization is that all race boats must have an air supply system. One small confusing thing about this boat racing is, from the looks of things, we think we know who might be going to win this race. But there are a series of 8 or 9 other little things that could go wrong during a race, where a driver may have cut another driver off, or may have come across the start-finish line a second or 2 early, or may have changed through too many lanes. Those would be a penalty that was assessed by the referee, and we don't know about that until after. You may notice as you're watching Steve Armstrong come down the straightaway that you can see all the way underneath his boat. You can see daylight from time to time. These boats, in order to travel their fastest speed, must be on the ragged edge of flying. They're designed in such a way that the whole center part underneath the boat is a recessed giant air trap. These boats have 2 what they call sponsons, 1 on each side. If you cut them off the boat and glued them together, it would look like a canoe. And the secret is to be able to adjust the amount of air underneath your boat just to the right amount so the boat just barely touches the water. Steve Armstrong is not only a local boat racer, but he's one of the committee that works very hard to bring you this race each year. Some of you people who really enjoy yourselves at this race and think it's a neat thing, that committee is always looking for a little bit of help. It takes an awful lot of work.